Hello, beautiful cherubs. Today we are going to learn something super awesome, and that is how to make a book snap using Google Slides. Now, a book snap is a way for you to show me how you're responding and reflecting on a book you're reading independently. So today I'm going to show you using a book that I'm reading right now. It's called Marcus Vega Doesn't Speak Spanish. And the first thing you're going to do to make your book snap is you're going to go into Google Drive. Now, you can use other apps if you wanted to. You could use an app called Book Creator. You could use Snapchat. You could use Google Drawings, but I like to use Google Slides. It seems like it's working for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to create a Google Slide presentation. And it's going to give me this first slide, and I'm going to get rid of all this stuff that's there. I don't want any of these windows because I'm going to be creative. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to close that. I don't need that. Okay. So now I got this nice blank slate, and I'm going to make it beautiful. So the first thing you need to do to make a great book talk or a book snap is you need to take 2 pictures. So I apologize in advance for my horrible camera skills because this is going to be disgustingly awful. But I'm going to go to Insert Image, and I'm going to hit From Camera. And then I'm going to hold my book up to my camera like this. Marcus Vega Doesn't Speak Spanish. This is the book I read. So I'm going to hold it up and try and make it so you can't see my finger. And I'm going to crop out my face in a second. So here we go. Marcus Vega Doesn't Speak Spanish. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to hit Insert. So now I have that picture, and I will very soon crop out my face, don't worry. Then I'm going to insert one more picture, and this picture is a picture of the text, the part of the text that I want to respond to. So I picked a page of the text, and you should do this in advance. I picked a page that I really liked and that I want to respond to. So I got that page, and I'm going to go to Insert Image, and I'm going to once again open up the camera and try to take a not horrendous picture. So here's a picture of the text that I want to focus on. And I want it to not look ridiculous, so let's see how we do here. And honestly, I would recommend that you not do what I'm doing right now because this is way too obnoxiously annoying. And instead, just take a picture on your camera and then upload it. But I was trying to do it on a screen so you could all see what I'm doing. So here we go. And I'll take that picture. That's the best it's going to be for right now. Insert and insert. Okay. So now I have the 2 pictures that I need. Here's what you do next. You're going to crop them so that you get rid of Miss Whitman's very weird face. Sorry for that. So boop, you're going to go like this, and you're going to go like that. And you want to get rid of all the extra background stuff you don't need. And you're going to do the same with your page of text. So really, I want to focus on this page over here. So I'm just going to do that. And now I have 2 beautiful pictures, just what I needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus first on this page of text. That's the much more important picture here. So you are going to make it nice and big. And maybe if you're not focusing on the whole page, you could crop it. So if I only wanted to focus on the bottom part of the page, I could go like that. For me, though, I have a comment on the whole page, so I'm going to leave the whole thing. Then you want to take this picture of the title of the cover. Make sure that that cover picture shows me who the author is and what the title is of your book. That's super important. And then you want to place that so it's not too big and so it's kind of out of the way. So maybe I'll just put it down here for now. Isn't that pretty? All right. So here comes the most important part. What you're going to do, the purpose of this book talk is to show me that you're reflecting on your text. So you're going to include either a speech bubble or a text block or some other way of showing me your response to the book. So I'm going to use a snazzy little shape here. I'm going to go Shapes, Insert Shapes, and I'm going to go to Callouts. And I'm going to pick this nice little oval speech bubble. And I'm going to put it right here. Isn't that beautiful? And then you can take this yellow part here and you can kind of move it so that it points to the part of the text you're talking about. And if you double click it, it gives you the option to add text. Now, let me just say this. This text needs to be in complete sentences. I'm going to say that one more time. The text that your reflection is written in needs to be in complete sentences. So the reason I chose this particular piece of the passage from my book is that I really love the way it shows the relationship between Marcus, the main character, and his mother. And I love it because it's really beautiful. So instead of the traditional life where, mom comes home and makes dinner for her kids or whatever, this mom, she actually works really hard. She's an employee at the Philadelphia airport and she's a single mom. And so Marcus, who is a 12-year-old, looks kind of like a bully because he's kind of a big kid, but he's actually more of a gentle giant. Marcus loves his mom a lot. And so when she works late, he actually makes her dinner. So in this particular scene, Marcus is making soup for his mom so that when she comes home from work, he doesn't have to worry about making a meal for herself. So it really shows the kind of character Marcus is, because there's other parts of Marcus that are also really sweet and caring. And I love this scene. So in complete sentences, I might say something like, I love this passage because it showcases the relationship between, oops, I'm going to fix my spelling, between Marcus, between the main character, Marcus, and his mother. And then I could put something like, most of the time, we think of moms as taking care of, or I think we think of moms taking care of their kids. But in this scene, Marcus is taking care of his mom. I think it shows the reader what kind of a person Marcus is deep down. Not even deep down, what kind of a person Marcus is. So that might be my reflection. Now, if you're not sure what you want to say in your reflection, first of all, make sure you choose the passage first. Don't just kind of randomly pick something. Choose something that stuck out to you for some reason. And then if you're having a hard time coming up with a reflection, I have this wonderful doc. It says Reflection Questions for BookSnaps. I'll put it in Google Classroom. You can go in there and get some ideas for things you might think about. For example, what image did this passage create in your mind? Or what have you done that's similar to what the character is doing in this passage? Maybe you want to predict what's going to happen next based on something in the passage. As long as your response is based on what you read in the text, you're good to go. So there's lots of ideas in here, or you can just come up with something on your own. So I've written my response, I put it in here. Now it's time to get creative. So what I want to do, maybe I want to make my background pretty. And I love myself some purple. So maybe I want to pick purple for my background. Look at that, so beautiful. And then maybe I want to include a picture of some kind. Maybe I want to pick a bowl of chicken noodle soup and put that in my picture. Maybe I want to use a Bitmoji. So I'm sure some of you guys use Bitmojis. They're little cartoon people that look like yourself. So I have a Bitmoji extension on my computer. If I click on here, I can see pictures of Bitmojis. And if I look at my options, I want to find something that relates to my feelings about the text. And what I happen to see here is there's a woman smiling in a bowl of soup. And this text is about a son making his mom soup. So if I, let's see, copy that image and I paste it in here, come on, Whitman, you can do it. Paste it in here. Oh, look at that. What a perfect picture to show how I feel as I read this. Now, maybe I also want to include like some hearts because it's just so full of love and I just feel very loving as I read it. So I'm going to go in here under shapes and oh my gosh, here's some beautiful hearts. Maybe I put one here and maybe I want to, make it pretty and fill it in with color, make it red. So you can get super creative with this, and that's what I want you to do. Make this a way to really show me that you understood the part of your book that you're sharing. Now, the last thing you're going to do before you submit is you're going to go down here where it says click to add speaker notes, and you're going to put in some information. So the first thing you're going to put in is the author, the title, Marcus Vega doesn't speak Spanish. And then you're going to put who it's by, by Pablo Cartaya. And you're going to make sure you spell it right. Then down below, you're going to put your name. My name is Sarah Whitman. And then you're going to put the date, August 24th, 2018. Now make sure that it's not titled Untitled Presentation. That'll make me crazy. And put in here your name and then BookSnaps. And then throughout the entire year, you can add new slides and just put all your BookSnaps right into Google Slides and share them with me that way. This is such a fun thing to do. It lets you be creative. It shows me that you're reading. And hopefully you will enjoy doing it as much as I did just now. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Good luck.